All right, hello. Welcome back to the Great MMA Debate, episode 3, baby, coming at ya.
Oh!
We back again, people.
Listen, this is gonna be consistent. So just you wait. You think we're just a flash in the pan? This shit's for real.
As McGregor said, we taking over, baby.
Ready to take over.
Got that new camera angle. You can see our faces better. Doing it for the people, all 3 of you.
All for you. We do this for you.
Not for us, for you.
You're welcome.
All right, so we'll jump into it here. We're going to talk about 281, the results. UFC Fight Night results. We had actually a really good one. What the winners are going to do. Jones and Francis. Jones in every fucking episode. We can't get rid of this guy.
And we never will.
And then we'll go UFC 282, which seems to be an underwhelming card. And then we'll finish it off. It'll probably be a little separate segment, but we're going to do our top 5 MMA GOATs, which should it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because you and I are almost polar opposites when it comes to who the GOATs actually are.
Yeah,
and it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be something, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start out. We'll do 281. Alex Pereira. Can we talk about how I went? Did I go 4-1?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. That's right. Wow, what a comeback!
Yeah,
I'm fucking 5-5 now.
You killed it. You killed it.
Everybody gets lucky once. All right, Pereira TKO's Izzy. What a fucking fight, man! He did it again. He did it again.
I almost couldn't believe it. I thought he was done in round 1.
Yeah. It was close. Like Izzy said, if I had like 10 more seconds, it was over.
That's all it would have taken. But instead, he gets TKO'd in the 5th. Yeah,
and I mean, our predictions weren't too far off. Izzy did a fair amount of wrestling. Was able to ride him out really for one round. I think three or 4. I can't remember which round, but yeah, Pereira's. He took Izzy down though. He tried a double leg. I mean, he's got something going on, but it's not fantastic, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean, I give him credit. He came in, beat him for a 3rd time. Cool, I get it.
Yeah.
But it almost changes the entire shape of the middleweight division.
Oh yeah, it's if Izzy doesn't get the immediate rematch, it's open for anybody now.
And I feel like almost anyone beats him.
Yeah. Anybody else in the top 5 that has any wrestling beats him.
But we weren't saying that about Izzy because he was going in and he was starching people. He was getting the job done.
He was a problem.
Right. And I just don't... I get that Pereira beat Izzy.
Yes.
So he's now the champ. But I don't see him as a better champ or even more of an issue for the middleweight division
he's
than
not.
Izzy was.
He's just Izzy's kryptonite.
Yeah. It's frustrating. Because if you take Pereira against Whitaker...
Loses.
Vettori...
Loses.
Hamzat...
Destroyed.
Costa...
Probably loses.
And those are guys that
Izzy's
beat.
Yeah.
Like him and Hamzat. Hamzat would probably beat Izzy just because he would wrestle fucking the whole time.
Yeah.
Which I get. But all the other guys, Izzy's knocked out.
Yeah.
And we're talking about them beating the guy that beat him.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That MMA math, man.
Crazy.
But speaking of Hamzat, Pereira called out Hamzat at 205.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
He's an idiot. Especially at 205. Like, Pereira is a huge middleweight.
Can
we talk about that?
He walks around at what, like 230?
230.
God damn, man.
That's what Costa does.
Well, he's on the secret stuff.
Well, hey, Costa, shout out. Let me get some of that. But it's just, those two at 205, like, I'm telling you, it lasts a round.
Yeah. I mean, Pereira, he'll still have the weight advantage because they say Hamzat only walks around at like 200.
Yeah.
So he'll still have a good 30 pounds on him probably, but I don't think that's enough to overtake Hamzat's wrestling.
No, and I don't understand people's thought process of thinking that he's just all talk.
Who? Pereira?
Hamzat. Like they all think he's like an easy fight. We're gonna call him out. Well, I'll take him out. Who have you seen this? Gilbert Burns is the only one to give him any kind of trouble.
Well, yeah, he landed 180 or whatever significant strikes. Everybody else is one.
Yeah, one.
One, yeah.
Like who, I don't understand. I don't get where they get this false sense of just not being afraid.
Maybe because they think Burns exposed him. That would be my only guess. But
okay, find out.
You gonna fuck around? You gonna find out.
the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen someone as dominant been called out by so many people thinking he was an easy fight.
Yeah, it is kind of. I think the whole missing weight thing kind of took like credibility off of him from like the fight community.
Yeah,
I guess
I get it, where they think he's not disciplined, blah blah blah, whatever.
Right.
Okay, I'm telling you that was all fixed. Like they did that for a reason because they knew they didn't want Diaz to go out and get absolutely trashed. My personal opinion, I feel like they told Hamzat
to miss weight.
Don't make weight.
I don't know. That'd be super. Because if that comes out,
they were able to make all those changes really fucking quick.
It's fucking Uncle Dana, bro. He can do this.
Whatever.
He's been in this game for 30 fucking years.
I get it. I just felt like it was way too planned. And, I mean, you saw him on the scale. As soon as he came off and he missed weight, he was smiling. Like everything was fine.
Maybe he just doesn't give a fuck.
I'm telling you, there
I'm fucking
there
telling
was
you.
a conversation to where they told Holland,
yeah,
listen, we're going to pay you, but you got to take this fight. Get your ass whooped. We're going to pay you. Because after the fight, he said, thanks, bro. I got paid.
Well, they could have just paid him extra just for the messing with his fight and stuff.
Yeah, how much extra?
Enough, I'm sure.
I'm telling you,
enough.
For him to miss it by that much, he was told to miss it.
I don't know. I think that would be wildly unethical of the UFC. And plus, if that comes out, they are fucked as a company.
Yeah.
Did you see what they just did? The one guy, the coach that got caught betting on fights.
Yeah.
And he's like, they said if anybody fights for him, they're not fighting the UFC.
Yeah.
They take that shit serious.
I get it, but it still happens.
We'll roll into the next one. As far as she gets subbed by Wei Ling,
it was embarrassing.
It's kind of I didn't know sub necessarily, but she got dominated. That's what we expected to happen.
And I don't know if Wei Lee just has the strength of 10 men, and
she's a thick fucking girl.
I get it, but she barely squeezed.
Yeah.
As far as it was
I'm done. Yeah, I mean, she could have been just mentally defeated as well.
I mean, could have, but hats off Wei Lee. She's one of my favorite female fighters to watch.
I love her. Where does she go next? It's got to be Rose, right? Or didn't we say Lemos too? I think they'll do Rose.
She's hurt bad. She can't even stand. The hug Rose. And
Rose.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah, I mean, they could do Rose. I mean, they had a back and forth. I get it, but I mean, what's Rose been doing? I mean, has she been doing anything?
Waiting for a title shot.
Just waiting.
Yeah, she hasn't done anything.
I mean, they could give it to her. I wouldn't be upset with Lemos just because she's earned her right to get up there.
Yeah. I think they'll try to sell the Rose fight next, though.
It'd be an easy sell.
Yeah, I mean, it's their third. Their second one was very close. Yeah. Could have gone either way.
Like I said, I don't feel like Wei Lee lost to Rose at all.
No, I think she won that fight as well.
Yeah. But I think that's a really strong co-main.
Yeah.
For, who knows? Whatever they want to do with it.
Right.
I mean, either way they go with Wei Lee, I think it'll be a positive outcome.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good fight. Better than the Esparza fight for Rose, definitely.
And Esparza needs to go somewhere.
She's done.
Yeah.
You got to give her credit though, 2-time champ.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, she's great.
Anyways.
Good job, Carla. You dick.
All right. Last one we're going to talk about from 281. Obviously, the fight of the night, fight of the year candidate, Poirier and Chandler. I'm going to start off by saying Chandler's a dirty little fuck. No one wants to point this out. The fish hooking and the snotting in his fucking mouth. I'm the biggest Chandler fan, but I was even no one's going to talk about this now?
So here's the thing. The fish hook, I agree.
Yeah.
The other thing is gravity.
It's gravity. It's gravity. That was a great fucking response by him. I will give him credit. It's gravity, man. What do you want me to do?
But yeah, it was pretty dirty.
Yeah. I love Poirier's response though. They said at the end of the fight, they were like, "What'd you say?" He's like, "I called him a dirty fucker."
Yeah. I called him out.
Yeah.
A great fight. Despite all the antics, Chandler can take a fucking punch, man.
God,
he can take a shot.
He does not put on a boring fight.
No,
he is amazing.
No, and Poirier, you could tell round one Poirier was scared.
Yeah, he got hit. He got
nervous.
fucking hit.
He was like, "Oh shit, this guy keeps coming. This
Yep.
is not good."
Yep.
Yeah, I could not. I would be surprised if that didn't win Fight of the Year.
There's been a lot of good ones, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chandler's had 2 or 3 of them. He's not. Just like he's not in a boring fight.
No,
he makes everything interesting.
I think his next fight, he's got to do Beneil for a number 1 contender. Even though I know right afterwards he said he would be fine with that, but then after that he was like, that kind of bores me. But if he wants the title, he's got it. I think that's going to be his next fight.
You know why it bores him?
You
know why that fight bores him?
I don't know. Why do you think?
Because Beneil will just wrestle him and beat him on points.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's how he'll win.
Yeah,
Poirier can't stop.
He'll
him.
probably get choked again.
Yeah, and that's all that would happen. Beneil always got to do is come in wrestling strong.
Yeah,
because I feel like if Chandler would have done that more, Poirier would not have been able to submit him in the fight. Yeah. It wouldn't have happened.
Chandler's problem, he has great takedowns, but he tries to get too flashy. He does these like huge fucking like over the shoulder fucking slams and shit. If he would just hit a double leg like he did on Ferguson, he probably would have won that fight because he lost in a scramble because he was so fucking gassed.
And then, I mean, we saw Beneil and Gamrot.
Yeah.
Beneil, ridiculous.
He looks so fucking good.
Absolutely insane. I think he beats Chandler. I think he beats Poirier.
He honestly needs the next shot. Yeah. Like without any number 1 contender fights or anything, but they won't give it to him.
Yeah. And and if Poirier decides he doesn't want to fight Beneil, which he'll get that choice, which doesn't make sense. I mean, you sent this to me today.
Yeah, I did.
It's funny that he's calling Conor out again.
Well, here's the thing. So he called Conor out, and then Nate chimed in, and then he said he'll beat both of them. But then he's posting pictures. He's in the hospital with a staph infection, like could possibly lose his foot. Like, he's fucked up.
Poirier?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And, of course, he posted a pic of his foot, and then McGregor responded saying, cut your fucking foot off, you fucking...
My foot was a balloon. You want to see?
But it's... I don't know. It's weird that after the third fight, Poirier said, there's no way. It makes no sense. But now he's calling him out.
Let's circle back to Conor, because this is something I was going to bring up later. But... can everybody stop calling him out? I'm getting tired of every fight that somebody wins. They're like, oh, Conor. Like, Steven Wonderboy called out Conor. Like, why? Like, I know everybody wants that big payday, but, like, it's getting kind of old at this point.
Because I think he'll take any fight. And I think that's the issue, is they all feel that he's put that persona out there where
he'll fight anybody.
He'll fight anyone, doesn't matter the weight. I mean, he's been at 3 different weight classes.
Right. He's going to be at 205 now, apparently. I mean, how fucking huge he looks.
Yeah, I mean, they all think he's just going to fight at whatever weight gets him the money, which could very well happen.
Right.
But I don't see him going above 170.
No.
So, I mean, all these other big guys calling him out, stop. It's not going to happen.
I like Wonderboy calling him out. Like, it's fine, shoot your shot, I get it, but like, it's not gonna happen. No. Nobody wants to see that fight. No.
Like he thinks just because they're both technical strikers,
right,
that it's gonna be a show. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. It just the only fights that make sense for Conor are ones where they're either additional fights, like ones that he's already fought before, and either he's won or lost, and they want to come back.
Right.
Or if he comes back in at 170, if they do,
I think he's not going back to 55. No. 70 is his next spot.
I mean, if he wants to do like some kind of catchweight fight at 60 or 65, and then he really wants to push for the 160 belt, and they try to make that happen like they did before.
Right. Could you imagine they made a 165 belt and he won and he's a triple C? You know how stupid that fucking be?
Yeah.
I'd watch.
Well, fuck yeah. I'd be screwing up my TV, pacing back and forth.
Here it is, the former